Hi, I'm Heidi Alexandra and you're watching UQTV. Today is Spotlight Day and we're spotlighting a fantastic company culture and brand today in SiDCOR Chartered Accountants. SiDCOR was founded by Paul Siderovski, my guest for today, many years ago, and is a fantastic company, a BRW award-winning company for their culture and the way they treat and work with their employees. Paul is also the first person who brought Yogurtland to Australia here, and he has lots of tales to tell. Welcome to UQTV, Paul.
Thank you.
So, as company culture architects at UQ Power, we're always delighted and fascinated to find companies that are doing things right and understand how to engage and get their employees on board. Can you tell us a bit about your philosophy about what brought you to building the company culture that you have?
One of the biggest things that I found in building a real business, and it changed the game for us. I've been in business about 12 years and about 4 years ago, we got super clear on our vision, our commercial vision of what we're actually building. And once I, as the owner, got really clear, we told all the staff, and the second part of that, we got a core set of values of how we wanted to live and breathe, how we serviced the client, how we showed up each day. And the last part that linked to that was, the staff member putting their hand up. What about me? What about me? How do I contribute and fit into the whole vision of the business? That to me has really changed the whole business in the sense that people want to come there because they see a purpose. They see, wow, I know where this business is going. I know how I'm contributing. And we reward on how they live the values. And for me, culture is living those values. And if the owner doesn't live those values, then it won't resonate and won't go throughout the whole organisation. So for us, we do funny things. We have spin the wheel. We reward people each month on how they are living their values. We have a pool table and table tennis and pizza oven that people have fun and games. But the biggest thing that engages them is having a real clear vision, core set of values, and how they fit into that whole path into the vision. So that's what really engages them.
Great, I love that. So it's less about the toys, even though all of that's really nice, and it's more about actually that they're giving to something even bigger than themselves and feeling a sense of purpose.
And everyone thinks it's about the toys. I often say, oh, you've got a table tennis table. I'm going to go and get a table tennis table. It's not about the table tennis table. That came after because I wanted to give back to the staff. The biggest part is they want to know, just like anyone, where is this business going and how can I contribute? Yeah,
fantastic. And so when you're looking at new recruits, a lot of the people we work with in companies will say it's really hard to find good staff these days and then keep them. What's your strategy for finding the good people? Do you recruit based on their skills or their values, and then how do you keep them?
So obviously, we're accountants, so they've got to have a certain set of skills and capability. It's usually a given. So once we see their resume, we assume that their capability that they're telling us is there. If within 2 weeks it's not there, then you'll see it pretty quickly. But the biggest thing we employ on is how they resonate with our values. So we literally go through our 5 values and we see how their body language changes, how they interact with us, and whether they like or dislike those values. And that is the whole part of it. And I remember, my right-hand guy in the business, I sat across from him, 4 years ago and said, here's where I'm going, here's our core set of values, and he had 3 jobs lined up. And it's quite hard to get accountants. And he took the job on the spot.
Wow.
And he did because he resonated with those values. And it's a key thing in any organisation.
Yeah.
And a fish rots from the head. Yeah. So if the owner has these core set of values, but they're not doing them or living and breathing them, it won't resonate and won't go through the whole organisation.
Absolutely, yeah. And it really is a lot about that leadership from the top, but also that everyone feels they're part of that. Yeah. You're really passionate about what you do, and your passion comes across in everything you do. What are some of the unconventional ways that you've gotten people engaged, or what are some of the unconventional and different passionate things that you're doing in your organisation? Yeah,
so from a client perspective, the biggest thing that we find they love is we don't sit on the fence. We tell them what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. Yeah. And because we really care, and it comes from here, you can't plug an accountant in and say, okay, be proactive today, care, tell me what we should do. You either do or you don't. And one of the things I find even with traditional accounting firms, they don't run accounting businesses because the owners aren't actually built that way and haven't actually gone through any emotional intelligence training to actually go, wow, what have I got to do to build a business? So they run an accounting business just like an accountant would, which is not really a business. So we really put that business spin on it and really go, how can we engage the staff to really care about the clients. So the more I love my staff, the more they love the client. And that word love is like, oh, people don't use it. Look, I love my staff. They're great people, and I really care for them, and they care for the clients. So it's not like me, I can't service the 500-600 clients. We've got 35 staff that can actually do that. So yeah, no, it's quite good.
Excellent. I love seeing the love in what you do and hearing about that. It is very valuable in business. So how important would you say is getting external advice or mentoring and coaching? Because I'm gathering you didn't just wake up one day and get all of that. Where did you get some of that idea and knowledge about building a business that's more than just accountancy?
Yeah, it's probably the best investment I've ever made in my entire life. So from a personal level and a business level. So personally, I've done so much self-development, with Tony Robbins. From a business side, you have to have someone facilitate the space for you to be able to create the vision or create the values, because you want to be in that creative space where you're giving what's coming straight to your mind, not actually facilitating what's actually got to come out of that day. And having external help has really changed the game. I had a business coach probably 2 years into the business, and it changed my life. It really just like the best sporting team, the coach is the one that gets sacked if they don't win the games. It's not the best player. So the coach is so paramount. And anyone in business must have a coach. In some form, they must have an external coach. They really help you get the breakthroughs much quicker. Otherwise you will, but it'll take you a long time.
Yeah, great points. And you're singing from our song sheet. We always tell people you need someone external that's independent, that can be cheering for you, but also saying you're stepping outside the lines.
And the biggest thing that I find is people don't see investing in their business as investing. They go, oh, there's a property over there, I can touch that. Investing in your business is the best place to put your money. And investing in that culture, investing in that brand, investing in that vision that you're trying to build is the best investment I've ever made in my business.
Great. So one last thing, we often have a lot of small business owners watching out there on YouTube, and what if they want to grow bigger and go to the next level? What kind of practical things could you say to a new business owner or someone just starting out that they could do to start up-leveling and building their business?
Yeah, great. There's probably two things. One, someone's done it before. So find out who's doing what they're doing really, really well, the things they like, and you can model those things or tweak them to actually put a spin for your business. The second part is what I talked about before. Get super, super clear on your vision. If you've got a commercial vision and you've got 5 or 6 goals in the next 2-3 years, and you have a core set of values that you live and breathe by, and then create a career path for each employee. If I did that in the first or second year of the business, I would have grown much, much quicker than what I did. And I've grown at a great rate, but I really built the business in the last 4 years, having that vision and values. So that really changed it for me.
Excellent. That's so fantastic, Paul. Thank you so much for joining us on UQTV. And if you want to create a company, business and culture that rocks, keep watching for more tips from us every fortnight. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time on UQTV.
Paul recently hosted one of our Secret Leaders Business Breakfasts, where he shared his secrets to building a BRW award-winning company culture. To find out how you can be invited to attend one of these invitation-only breakfasts at secret locations across Australia, visit uqpower.com.au/secretleadersbusiness, or just click on the link below. But don't tell anyone, it's a secret.